Some people are born with a heart that never quits. Ayatundi was one of them. At just 20, life hit him hard. His parents, Mama and Papa Adiale, died in a car crash returning from a wedding in Jabude. The news shattered their small home in Peru, leaving Ayatundi to raise his 3 younger brothers alone. Larry, 17, was sharp but rebellious. Kunle, 11, was stubborn as a goat. And little Bayo, just 2, still clutched his bottle with tiny hands. Ayatundi wept that night, his shirt soaked with tears. But by morning, he made a vow. My brothers will not suffer, not while I'm alive. He gave up his university dreams to become their father, mother, and everything in between.
Ayatundi's days started at 4 a.m. He lit a charcoal stove, boiled water, ironed uniforms, and packed meals for his brothers. By 6 a.m., he was cleaning houses. Afternoons, he sold soft drinks under the scorching sun. Evenings, he mopped supermarket floors. He worked like a machine, not because he wanted to, but because hungry mouths and school fees demanded it. He sold his father's land to fund Larry's university. He tutored Kunle through 3 failed JAM exams. He carried Bayo on his back to nursery school. People whispered, "He's carrying too much, he'll break." But Ayatundi's heart was unbreakable. His own shoes were worn, his phone screen cracked, yet his brothers had everything. Would his sacrifices ever be enough? A brother's pride, 2.5 minutes. Years passed and Ayatundi's efforts bore fruit. Larry graduated with first-class honours in engineering, and Ayatundi danced barefoot in church, overjoyed. Kunle landed a bank job in Lekki, posting selfies about his soft life. Bayo became a real estate agent, flaunting properties online. The Adiale brothers were the talk of the town, successful, polished, admired. But behind their shine was Ayatundi, the man who built their ladder. He never boasted, never asked for thanks. At 44, he met Faye, a kind nurse who saw his strength. Under a mango tree, he proposed, saying, "I have only love and honesty to give." She replied, "That's enough." But would his brothers ever see his worth? Ayatundi and Faye married in a simple ceremony. A year later, their daughter Morire, meaning "I have seen goodness," was born. For the first time, Ayatundi felt peace. He cut back on work to be there for Morire, singing lullabies and dozing with her on his chest. But life's weight returned. School fees, rent, and baby medicine drained his savings. At 44, his body wasn't as strong. Desperate, he called Larry, now a successful engineer. "I need 35,000 naira for Morire's school," he said. Larry laughed coldly. "You? Begging? You said you'd never ask us for anything." The line went dead. Would his other brothers help? Heartbroken, Ayatundi visited Kunle, the banker in Lekki. Dressed neatly, he brought gala and lacasera to hide his desperation. Kunle kept him waiting 30 minutes, then brushed him off. "Things are tight, bro. Crypto's got me." He handed Ayatundi 2,000 naira like a beggar. Defeated, Ayatundi didn't bother calling Bayo, who was chasing social media fame. At home, Faye saw his pain. "God sees you," she said. Then, a screenshot revealed the truth. His brothers had a group chat, Men of Legacy, mocking him. "The mighty have fallen," Larry wrote. Kunle added, "He's using us now." How could they forget his sacrifices? The betrayal deepened. Kunle posted online, "Some of us made it without handouts." Bayo commented, "Facts." Larry jabbed, "Those reminding us of their help should know God used them." Ayotunde's heart shattered. Then Larry announced a scholarship foundation in their village, claiming he raised himself from nothing. He didn't invite Ayotunde, who watched the live stream in silence. Bayo's YouTube video, "How I Made It Without Family," was the final blow. "Nobody helped me," Bayo said, erasing Ayotunde's years of sacrifice. Ayotunde withdrew, focusing on Faye and Moriri, burying his pain. Would the truth ever come out? One evening, Morire, now 8, asked Ayotunde to help with her school essay. Write about someone you admire. He suggested Faye, but Morire chose him. "I want everyone to know the truth about you," she said. That night, she wrote about her father's sacrifices, selling land, wearing one shoe, working 3 jobs for his brothers. "My daddy built ladders," she wrote, "but people forget him." Faye read it and cried. Ayotunde too wept, unaware Morire noticed so much. They thought it was just homework, but God had bigger plans. At her school's literacy day, Moria read her essay aloud. "My daddy is a quiet hero," she said, detailing how he raised his brothers, only for them to call him a beggar. The room fell silent. Mothers cried. The principal clapped. Someone recorded it, and the video went viral, hitting 1 million views overnight. Social media erupted. "Where are these uncles?" people demanded. Internet sleuths exposed Larry's foundation, Bayo's videos, and Kunle's fake quotes. The brothers. Lies unraveled. Sponsors dropped Bayo. Larry's GoFundMe was suspended. Kunle lost contracts. Would justice prevail? Ayotunde's story spread like wildfire. Radio and TV stations called him the ladder builder. A politician offered to meet him. A Yoruba royal family sponsored Morire's education through university. A businesswoman gifted Ayotunde a Toyota Corolla. A property firm hired him for a dignified job with flexible hours. Faye rejoiced. "God sees you, my husband." Meanwhile, the brothers faced consequences. Larry's NGO crumbled. Bayo's YouTube channel tanked. Kunle's business dried up. Their pride had built a house of cards, now collapsed.
At a community town hall, the chairman praised Ayotunde. Then, unexpectedly, Larry, Kunle, and Bayo appeared. Larry knelt, tears streaming. "I denied the ladder that lifted me. Forgive me." Bayo admitted, "I forgot you fed me." Kunle sobbed, unable to speak. Ayotunde forgave them, saying, "Never kick away the ladder that lifts you." His new job brought dignity and comfort. His brothers, humbled, struggled to rebuild. Ayotunde focused on Morire and Faye, his true legacy. "Share this story," he'd say. "Let it remind us to honor those who build our ladders."